Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on AWS Network Firewall. So this lecture will contain all these topics. What is AWS Network Firewall? Network Firewall support in AWS Firewall Manager. AWS Network Firewall components, concepts, how AWS Network Firewall works, stateless and stateful rule engines, stateless rule engine, stateful rule engine, and using tag based resource groups in Network Firewall. So what is AWS Network Firewall? AWS Network Firewall is a fully managed service that provides stateful network firewall capabilities along with intrusion detection and prevention IDS IPS for your virtual private cloud VPC in Amazon VPC service. With Network Firewall, you can filter traffic at the perimeter of your VPC, including traffic going to and coming from an internet gateway, NAT gateway, VPN or AWS Direct Connect. So there are four services, four components: Internet Gateway, NAT Gateway, VPN or AWS Direct Connect, which you can monitor through Network Firewall. Network Firewall leverages the open source intrusion prevention system IPS Suricata. So there is a product called Suricata, which is an open source IPS system for stateful inspection of network traffic and supports Suricata compatible rules. You can configure Network Firewall to allow traffic only from trusted AWS service domains or specific IP address endpoints such as Amazon S3, ensuring secure communication with your VPC resources. By utilizing custom list of known malicious domains, you can limit the type of domain names that your applications can access, enhancing security and reducing the risk of potential threats. Network Firewall can perform deep packet inspection on traffic entering or leaving your VPC, enabling you to analyze and monitor network traffic at a granular level for potential security issues. With stateful protocol detection, Network Firewall can filter protocols like HTTPS independently of the port used, providing more comprehensive and flexible traffic filtering capabilities. Okay, Network Firewall support in AWS Firewall Manager. So, Network Firewall is supported by AWS Firewall Manager. So, AWS Network Firewall so there is a product called AWS Firewall Manager, which is like a bigger product. So this product Network Firewall, which we are discussing, is also supported under Firewall Manager. So you can create the configuration and or manage configuration through this product also, which is used across all your AWS organization accounts, multiple AWS accounts, and manage firewalls across applications. So you can use Firewall Manager to centrally configure and manage your firewalls across your accounts and application in AWS organizations. You can manage firewalls for multiple accounts using a single account in Firewall Manager. So let's see firewall components in AWS Network Firewall. The AWS Network Firewall runs stateless and stateful traffic inspection rules engine. The engine uses rules and other settings that you configure inside a firewall policy. You can install the firewall endpoints on a per availability zone basis in your VPC. For each availability zone where you want an endpoint, you choose a subnet to host it. The firewall endpoint can protect any subnet in your VPC except for the one in which it is located. So you manage network firewalls with the following central components. So we'll see all the component one by one. A rule group. So this holds a reusable collection of criteria for inspecting traffic and for handling packets and traffic flows that match the inspection criteria. For example, you can choose to drop or pass a packet or all packets in a traffic flow based on the inspection criteria. Some rule groups fully define the behavior and some use lower level rules that provide more details. Rule groups are either stateless or stateful. So this is rule group. Next is firewall policy. This defines a reusable set of stateless and stateful rule groups along with some policy level behavior settings. The firewall policy provides the network traffic filtering behavior for a firewall. You can use a single firewall policy in multiple firewalls. And finally, the firewall policy contains firewall, which connects the inspection rules in the firewall policy to the VPC that the rules protect. Each firewall requires one firewall policy. The firewall additionally defines settings like how to log information about your network traffic and the firewall stateful traffic filtering. So let's see, we'll go through all the concepts one by one. So one is VPC, which is the dedicated network, a virtual network dedicated to your AWS account. Then you have an internet gateway, a gateway that you attach to your VPC to enable communication between resources in your VPC and the internet. Next is subnet, which is a range of IP addresses in your VPC. Network firewall creates firewall endpoints in subnets inside your VPC to filter network traffic. In a VPC architecture that uses network firewall, the firewall endpoints sit between your protected subnets and the locations outside your VPC. Then you have a firewall subnet, a subnet that you have designated for exclusive use by network firewall for a firewall endpoint. A firewall endpoint can filter traffic coming into or going out of the subnet in which it resides. So don't use your firewall subnets for anything other than network firewall. Then a route table, which are a set of rules called routes that are used to determine where network traffic is directed. You modify your VPC route tables in Amazon VPC to direct traffic through your firewalls for filtering. Network firewall. So this is an object within the network firewall service, which is an AWS resource that provides traffic filtering logic for the subnets in a VPC. And then network firewall policy, which is an AWS resource that defines rules and other settings for a firewall to use to filter incoming and outgoing traffic in a VPC. And then you have a network firewall rule group, which is an AWS resource that defines a set of rules to match against VPC traffic and the actions to take when network firewall finds a match. Then we have stateless rules, which are criteria for inspecting a single network traffic packet without the context of the other packets in the traffic flow, the direction of flow, or any other information that is not provided by the packet itself. And finally, stateful rules, which is a criteria for inspecting network traffic packets in the context of their traffic flow. So stateless will not take context into picture, but stateful will take the whole context of traffic flow. Okay, let's see how AWS Network Firewall works. So end-to-end setting, the whole workflow. So the firewall protects the subnets within your VPC by filtering traffic going between the subnets and locations outside of your VPC. So this is the firewall subnet. We are talking about this here. And to enable firewall's protection, you modify your Amazon VPC route tables to send your network traffic through the network firewall endpoints. So you have to modify the route table so that all the traffic goes via firewall endpoint. So you have, let's say you have regular subnets. You basically introduce a firewall subnet, a dedicated subnet, and you add an endpoint, and you make sure all the traffic goes via this endpoint through your route table. When you associate a firewall to your VPC, you must provide a subnet for each availability zone where you want to place a firewall endpoint to filter traffic, and it must be done for each availability zone. So if you want to do, if subnets are there in here, you can have one firewall subnet. If you have one more easy, you have to do the same. A common configuration is to have a firewall endpoint in each zone where you have customer subnets that you want to protect, but you can also have a firewall endpoint filter traffic from multiple zones. So I just want to correct myself. You can have firewall endpoint filter traffic from multiple zones also. You can do that kind of configuration also. So when you create the firewall, network firewall adds a firewall endpoint to each of the designated subnets. Each firewall endpoint uses the firewall's associated firewall policy configuration to filter traffic that you route through it. So this will have the firewall policy, what action or what behavior to take. And to prepare your VPC for your network firewall, in each availability zone where you want a firewall endpoint, create a subnet for the endpoint. So this is the recommended configuration. and each subnet must have at least one IP address available. So for this to work, you cannot change the IP address type after you create a subnet. Network firewall supports up to 100 Gbps of network traffic per firewall endpoint. If you require more traffic bandwidth, you can split your resources into subnets and create a network firewall in each subnet. When you create your network firewall, you must provide at least one zone and subnet for the firewall configuration. You can add and remove subnets after you create a firewall. So let's see stateless and stateful rules engine. There are two rules engines for packet inspection. So AWS Network Firewall employs two rule engines to inspect packets according to the rules defined in the firewall policy. First is stateless engine, which is the first line of defense. The stateless engine is the first to inspect packets against the configured stateless rules based on packet settings, inspection criteria, and firewall policy. It can either drop the packet, pass the packet through to its destination, and forward the packet to the stateful rules engine. So one of them. So herein you have a stateless engine. The packet will come in. It can either make a decision itself. If it is sure that it can drop, it will drop. It can pass the packet to the destination. So it will just pass it to the destination here, or it can pass to the stateful engine. So if it's not sure, it can give the information to stateful engine, or the first one as I talked about, it can drop, pass directly to the destination, let's say to the VPC, and or forward to the stateful engine. So one of them. Next is which is stateful engine, which is a context aware inspection. The stateful engine inspects the packet in the context of their traffic flow using configured stateful rules. So again, it either drops the packet, passes them to their destination considering the overall traffic context. So once this is this is step one, then stateful engine. So this can also drop, pass to the destination, or send log if configured. So optional logging and alerts for stateful engine. If the logging is configured, the stateful engine sends flow and alert logs to the firewall logs. It always sends alerts for drop packets and can optionally send alerts for passed packets as well. Next we'll see stateless rules engine. So we'll just see both of the engine a bit more in detail. So stateless rules engine inspects each packet in isolation without the regard to factors such as the direction of traffic or whether the packet is part of an existing approved connection. This engine prioritizes the speed of evaluation. It takes rules with standard network connection attributes. The engine processes your rules in the order that you prioritize them and stops processing when it finds a match. Network firewall rules are similar in behavior and used to Amazon VPC Network Access Control List ACLs. So its behavior is similar to VPC NACLs. So it inspects each packet in isolation, uses rules with standard network attribute and in order, stops processing when a match is found, and the goal is to is speed or the performance. Next is stateful rules engine, which inspects packets in the context of their traffic flow. It allows you to use more complex rules and allows you to log network traffic and to log network firewall alerts on traffic. Stateful rules consider traffic direction. The stateful rules engine might delay packet delivery in order to group packets for inspection. And by default, the stateful rules engine processes your rules in the order of their action setting, with pass rules processed first, then drop, and then alert. The engine stops processing when it finds a match. The stateful engine takes rules that are compatible with Suricata, an open source intrusion prevention system (IPS). Suricata provides a standard rule-based language for stateful network traffic inspection. Network firewall stateful rules are similar in behavior and used to Amazon VPC security groups. So this is one kind of similarity. So if you just have to think about NACL for stateless and VPC security groups is similar to your stateful rules engine. By default, the stateful rules engine allows traffic to pass, while the security group's default is to deny the traffic. So this is just to point out a difference, that security group default is deny, but stateful rules engine default is to allow. Okay, last is one of the using tag based resource groups in network firewall. So you can use tag based resource groups to ensure that that your rules stay in sync as your AWS resource changes. A tag based resource group is a collection of AWS resources grouped by tags that you can reference in a stateful rule group. A tag is a label that you assign to an AWS resource. As you add, delete and modify your resources belonging to the resource group, network firewall automatically update your rules with the IPs of the resources in the resource group. And that's all. Thanks for watching.